I failed over 20 prop firm challenges before I even made $1 in profit. And that's not an exaggeration. I failed, and I failed miserably over and over again. And today, after 8 years of trading and $1.5 million in prop firm payouts, I can tell you that every failure built the system that I use today. This is the system that took me from being desperate, frustrated, broke to a consistent, calm and funded trader across multiple firms. And I'm going to give you the entire framework right now, everything I wish someone has told me when I was first starting out and losing challenge after challenge after challenge. By the way guys, if you want to learn how I structure my trade, risk and psychology in detail, I have created a free training for you guys. You can check it out using the link in the description. Now let's go back to where it really started, the truth behind those 20 failed challenges. When I discovered prop firms, same as you probably, I thought it was my shortcut to freedom. $100,000 in capital for just a few $100? Sign me up, I was all in. I still remember now when I saw that FTMO challenge for the first time. I was like, this is it. I'm gonna make $10,000–$15,000 every single month with this account. Like, that's not a big deal. It's actually very easy. And what ended up was just blowing account after account every single month before I actually understood how to approach them correctly. I blamed, the rules, I blamed the spreads, I blamed the market, I blamed the app, but I never blamed myself for those failures. Then one day, sitting in my parents' house, I realized something painful. I didn't fail because I was unlucky. I failed because I was undisciplined. And that's when everything changed. I stopped chasing money and started studying myself. For years, I was asking the wrong question, how much I can make. But when I started asking, how can I trade well consistently? That's when I started my journey towards a winning trader. Prop firms expose your weaknesses very fast, your impatience, your greed, your fear, and you cannot fake consistency. So my first rule became very simple. Focus on the process and not profit. Focus on the inputs that I give myself every single day and not focus on the end result. Because if I'm putting consistent and disciplined work in every single day, results are gonna come out at some point. And now after 8 years of being a consistent trader, a profitable trader, I can say that those hard moments build the foundation to what I am today. If you fix your daily processes, the money will find you. But if you chase money, you'll break your process. You'll break your discipline, and that happens every single time. So after blowing over 20, 30, at this point I probably blew over 50 or even 100 challenges. I made one single change. I started trading smaller. I dropped my risk, I slowed down and focused on perfect execution and not perfect results. And the funny thing, that's when everything accelerated and started coming in fast. Low risk means lower pressure. Lower pressure means fewer mistakes, and fewer mistakes means faster growth of capital. I went from trying to aim for 10% payouts to just aiming for 1–2% payouts every single month. And those daily low risk trades managed to build up to so many payouts and so many consistent months. And every trader learns that slow equals fast. I just had to pay at this point thousands of dollars in failed challenges, in failed prop firm accounts just to learn it sooner. So don't make that same mistake. You guys are very lucky nowadays because you have a lot of experienced traders sharing their journey, sharing their mistakes here on YouTube or via private mentorships, and you guys can just fast track all the hard things that we have to go through in order to make it out profitable. Now let's talk math for a second, because most traders ignore it. If you lose 100 challenges at $200 each, that's $20,000 gone. And I'm pretty sure that a few of you guys watching this video have already blown 10, 20, 30, even 40 accounts at this point without even making a payout. If you add up that money, that's a lot, right? That's money that you could have funded your own account. And that's how prop firms make money, right? Because 90% of traders blow challenge after challenge after challenge without making it to the payout stage. So you have to be smarter than that. You have to realize the same way that I realized that retaking challenges isn't a strategy, it's a bad habit. You don't need more tries, you need one system that works consistently. So that's what I did, I built my own system. So here's my exact structure, you can write that down. Step 1 is trade selection. I only trade my A+ setups on my funded accounts. Setups that I've taken and tested over 500 times. I have around 3 setups like that and that's it. If the setup isn't perfect, I don't trade it. No FOMO entries and no just trades to take trades. Step number 2 is risk management. During challenge phases, for example on CFD prop firms, phase 1 risk between 2 and 3%. Phase 2 you gotta risk 1 to 2%. And obviously on the funded stage just go 0.5 or 1% maximum risk. On futures, if you're trying to pass evaluation accounts, what I usually do is risk half my drawdown to try to make 1-to-1 and 1-to-2 trades. And when I go to the funded account, I just risk like 10% of my total drawdown and start building my profits. And that's how I build stability, not with big wins, but by avoiding big losses, especially on the funded accounts, because that's where the real money is. Step number 3 is journaling and tracking data. After every single trade, I log everything, the reason, the outcome, and the emotional state. You can't improve what you're not measuring, and that is how I found my edge. It wasn't magic, it was just math and stats. Once I had this structure in play, everything shifted. I stopped gambling and started operating like a true business, because that's what trading is. It's just a business where the main actor is yourself. And I still remember my first consistent month. I had around 3 payouts in a row. Small ones, but they were real money. And from there, everything started compounding. 1 payout became 10, 10 payouts became 50, then I passed 100 payouts, then 300 payouts, and at this point, probably around 400 payouts. And I still have tens of payouts every single month. That's when I knew this wasn't luck anymore, it's just skill and hard work. If I could go back and tell my past self one thing, it will actually be this. Don't rush success, just outlast any failures that you may have. Every failed challenge was feedback, it was something that I learned from. Every loss, again, I learned from every loss. And I still do learn from every loss nowadays. Every new challenge bought, every reset was just a lesson that built the system that I use today. You don't become a millionaire trader by being perfect. You do it by being consistent, boring, and focused. And that's what all those failed challenges and all these hundreds of payouts have taught me and still teach me every single day. Stay disciplined, stay consistent, and stay smart. And if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe, like, leave a comment, and I'll see you in the next one.